So I have not made a post today, and y'all know TikTok does not like that. So I have been working on. Oh, we're not even working on last Friday. I did a whole post, right? But instead of it being 9 minutes, I was just talking off the top of my head, and it ended up being 39 minutes. So I had to run it back and write down everything I said so I can kind of format it to split it up into separate videos. So I sent a post the other day, and it was just basically saying, which what I've heard a million times, what we've all probably said at one time or another. Thankfully, this is nobody that I follow, but just ran into them on the FYP. But it was basically like, I had to go through XYZ trauma to be the person I am today, and it made me a better person, like all that. Like I said, we've probably all said that, but I hate hearing it. Like the more I try to, I guess, advance myself, whatever you want to call it, spiritually, emotionally, all those things. Um, I'm realizing more and more like how we identify with things that are not good for us. Like struggle is not good for you. Like there's really people out here who have never been through poverty, who have never been through trauma, who have never been through abuse, outside of just like, normal life trauma. Like, hey, maybe your parents got divorced. Hey, maybe you lost a loved one. Those are traumas. But I mean, there are people out here who have never been through the depths of being dragged through the mud like some of us have in this life that are still prosperous, moral, decent people. So why do I have to feel like I had to go through all the worst things in life just for me to have a decent life? I still don't have like, Jeff Bezos money. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have it like that. I'm still not a multi-millionaire. So for me to say all the stuff that I went through, I had to go through for me to be a better person. Is that really true? Is that like really, really true? Are there like no good people on this earth who didn't really go through a lot of traumatic stuff? And it's nobody left on this earth who didn't go through a lot of traumatic stuff, but they are also not a good person, not prosperous, not having the things they need in their life, not having healthy, smart, intelligent children. Like, why do we have to identify with that part of our life so much? And it bothers me every time I hear it, especially another thing, like somebody's grieving, people throw stuff out there like, oh, God knew what he was doing, it's gonna make you. Don't say that to nobody that's grieving. Don't tell nobody that the trauma that they're going through was necessary for anything, because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Yeah, it's something we have to grieve and get through, but don't sit here and start making people. It's almost like making somebody feel guilty for grieving normally, going through the normal grieving process. And we have to stop these things. It falls into what I call toxic positivity, because a lot of times things haven't been said to us over the years, like, what doesn't kill you make you stronger, scriptural things like, weeping may endure for a night, but joy come in the morning, like, only the strong survive. All these different things that we've been told as young people, not realizing that that was being planted in our spirit, planted in our subconscious. And once we got older, we probably passed the same stuff on to our kids, these same mentalities. But a lot of those things are keeping us connected with struggle, keeping us not being able to overcome in separate ways of our life. Because your subconscious is not going to go any further than you allow it to go. So when you say, sorry, we've been made endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning, most of the time, we just hang on to the weeping may endure for a night. We don't worry about the joy that's coming in the morning. We tell ourselves that mentally, but we hang on to the weeping may endure for a night. And I'm going to go through all that later because it's like a whole separate section, because people frequently misinterpret things or don't read things in context, and they take a lot of things and run with it. And especially some of our elders, they may not have been able to read well, or just quoting things that their pastor or whoever told them. And a lot of quotes is not even like a Bible quote, it's just a general quote in life that people say. Maybe a president came up with a saying, or maybe some other type of thought leader came up with a saying, an author or something like that, and we just take things and we roll with it. But we don't understand the fullness of these things. And in this day and age where we live, where we have an information era, is no excuse for us not to. There's no excuse for us not to know things that we're saying to ourselves in context. So we definitely have to begin to review on those things. Why do we feel so comfortable with struggle? Why have we allowed society to convince us that struggle is necessary in order to have anything in this life, when it's really, 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 really not? So, like I said, it was 39 minutes. I was trying to do 10 minutes. But I was just talking, and the next thing I know, it was 39 minutes, and there's that. So yeah, we do not have to go through hell in order to have decent, good, and great. Cause some of our lives ain't even on the great level yet, and we still holding on to. I had to go through that to make me a better person. How much of a better person are you actually because of the trauma you went through? If we break it down, probably not so much bettered at all. But like I said, it was 40 minutes worth, so we're not going into all of that. So I'm gonna probably do it in probably like 5 or more pieces. And I guess I did a little thing where TikTok allows you to do series and put stuff all together. But of course, if you're not following me on here, I don't know why not. You need to get that done. It's gonna be for your benefit, I promise. Fan base and the Amanda.Nora and YouTube, the Amanda.Nora. I believe it's a one on the end, but if you just put the Amanda Nora, I'm gonna come up. You're gonna see my face. It's nighttime in Atlanta. I'm going to sleep.